Hello YouTube Pipe Community, my name is Lucky Piper and this will be my first video, my introduction to YouTube Pipe Community. Well, first of all I want to say thank you to everybody in the community. Lots of great stuff, lots of great content. Actually when I was getting into the hobby, right before I started smoking, right before I bought my first pipe, I was already more than ready to jump into the hobby thanks to you guys, and just amazing stuff. I particularly like the pipe talk, and also when people walk around and show where they live, what surrounds them. Lots of great scenery, lots of interesting people around, so this will be my little contribution to that. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how I got into the hobby, and maybe will contribute a few quarters on my behalf. Yeah, so I probably will be the youngest member of YTPC, and I got into the hobby about a year and a half ago when I was 19, and why I chose pipe smoking is because, well, what I do for a living is it's very active and it's a lot of stress. So I was always thinking, I love meditation and the Zen, what you call it. So I was always interested in some slow making process, and pipes were the perfect hobby for me to get into. It gives me just the perfect sense of relaxation, and it makes me slow down. I'm a very fast person. Yeah. And smoking some Penzance in my Chaco French pipe. I don't know if you can see that well. It's pretty dark in here. And yes, well, I wanted to ask you a question. I live in Canada. I'm in Toronto, and by the way, just to get something out of the way, I was born and I lived more than half of my life in a different part of the world, so in the future excuse my accent, or I might freeze or think too much about some words, so excuse that. I hope that won't be the elephant in the room. But yes, saying that I'm from Toronto, pipe smoking is not that popular, and also the laws are very strict. There's so much tobacco that we cannot get here in Canada by law, like Frogmorton and Cellar, and like a lot more. There's quite a few. And so when I go over to the tobacconist and I ask for advice for this or that tobacco, most of the time I get bad experience because well, pipe smoking is not that common. So I made a lot of mistakes. Now I'm an English smoker. I like my English tobaccos, and but your palate gets a bit tired when you keep smoking the same niche of blends. So I started spreading away a little bit into vapors or Virginia tobaccos, and I've had very bad experiences with that just because of bad recommendations. Because when I go over to the tobacconist and I tell them, well, I want something sweet, I want really sweet tobacco with some nuances and that. So most of the time they give me aromatics, and they don't even know that it's an aromatic. It says on the paper it's sweet, so that's what they give me. And the mistakes here are costly. I would say a tin of tobacco, average tin, is around $50–60, and they go up to 75 plus tax, so it's pretty costly mistakes. So mentioned that I have had a lot of bad experiences with Virginias, but then I came across Escudo, and that was amazing. That was an eye-opener for me. I realized that some tobacco, some Virginias can be good. And the other day, just a few days ago, I bought not Samuel Gauth. I bought which one is that? Solani. I bought Solani Virginia Flake, and that was amazing. And I got my hopes back, And so I ran to the store and I talked to my tobacconist and I said, hey, I want something similar. I want something sweet. So he gave me Samuel Gawith full Virginia flake, and that wasn't that sweet. And so no matter where I go, I can't seem to get the right tobacco for me. So I wanted to ask your help. I wanted, if anybody can recommend me, what would be the sweetest Virginia or Virginia Perique blends that you know? Something very sweet, something like high, like sharp, like fruity, citrusy kind of Virginia, not red and deep and rich. That one doesn't. It's not my type. So if anybody could help me, I would really appreciate it. Yes, and well, maybe some food for thought. We all know that the way to get the most out of your pipe, out of your tobacco, I'd rather say, is to smoke it slowly, to get the temperatures cool, so that way you're able to trick most of the flavor. So, if anybody could tell me, it's winter out right now, and do you find that when you smoke your tobacco outside, out in the cold, does it taste better for you? Do you think you're getting more flavor? Do you think you can puff harder on it just because of the natural environment that it's cold? Let me know what you think. And this is again my first video. I'm happy to be a part of the community, and I hope everybody's having a great day, a great smoke. Thank you. It's been the Lucky Piper.